Hey everybody, it's Chris Eads, and online is Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast for you. This week I went to the movies, and can you guess what I saw? Of course I did. I saw Spider-Man, Brand New Day. It was great. I don't know why, but the Spider-Man movies always seem to be like top tier Marvel superhero movies. They're just always really well done. Tom Holland is a great Peter Parker Spider-Man. It was a lot of fun. It's very long. It probably could have been trimmed a little bit, so it didn't need to be 2.5 hours long, but I enjoyed the whole thing. I will say that the best parts of this are the, Peter and MJ and Ned and like trying to reconnect, and like they don't know him, and it's all, from the last movie when everyone's memories were erased and Peter Parker doesn't exist. But that's the part, all of that like emotional drama like really works. The main plot line with the bad guy and everything, and that is less effective. But everything around it still works. It helps make it work better. What I loved was that he stayed in that bright blue and red suit that looks very comic booky. There's tons of like visual comic book references to like the Amazing Fantasy cover and like Todd McFarlane and all this stuff, and it's just like little moments with some villains that just for 2 seconds, it's great. I love the costume. It's bright and colorful. It looks like a costume. It was wonderful. And he's in it like a lot of the time, like entire scenes, because he's going around and talking with people, but like, he can't reveal his identity. So he's having entire scenes in the full suit, which was really, I appreciated. Because superhero movies, they tend to, take off the mask all the time so that the actor can, show off. Obviously, climactic scenes at the end, the mask comes off and, human connection and everything, whatever, I get it. But I did appreciate that he was in there for a lot. And there's lots of great like web swinging scenes with like some really wild camera work that just throws you in it. And it's especially effective because I saw it in 3D. I couldn't find an IMAX 3D show, so I went with a regular 3D show. And fabulous 3D. It just really just immersed you in the movie. Lots of great pop-outs and just fun. The action scenes were spectacular in 3D. So I loved it. And I'll never get to see it in 3D again, unless I go back to the theater, because they don't do home video anymore. As for games, I did not make a whole lot of progress in The Sinking City this week because, well, first of all, I got a new movie on Blu-ray that I really wanted to watch. It came on Tuesday, but then work got in the way, and then life got in the way, and I wasn't able to watch it until Friday. But I got the new Blu-ray, the 4K Blu-ray of Threads, which is a British film made for television in the 80s about the British town of Sheffield being devastated by nuclear war, and the people of Sheffield trying and struggling to survive. It is extremely grim and very dark and very upsetting. It's like if you thought The Day After was upsetting, this is so much worse. It's the best nuclear war movie that's ever been made. And I only bought it because these people made a documentary called Spidey, the Spectre of Threads, and I wanted to see this documentary. It's a feature-length documentary about the making of Threads and the people of Sheffield and how they watched it and how it upset Britain, and people were traumatized for life watching this movie and everything. And I wanted to see this documentary so bad, and I was like, where the hell am I ever going to see this? It's not getting distributed. It's not streaming anywhere. And I thought I'd have to go try to track down a bootleg or something. But then Severin's like, oh, we're actually going to do a new 4K Blu-ray of Threads, and we're including the documentary as an extra. And I said, great, I will double dip and buy this so that I can have the documentary. as a bonus, there's a new audio commentary. There's like another extra. They carried over the previous extras. There's a little bit more extras, but they also did a new 4K scan of like an original print or something. So the movie actually looks better than the previous Severin Blu-ray. So it was worth it. It would have been worth it for the documentary, but it's definitely worth it now. Check it out if you like to be depressed. But that threw me off, and so I didn't play a whole lot of Sinking City. I played in the beginning of the week. Weirdly, I was in the Nintendo store and for just to see what was on sale and stuff, and then I saw that there was like Sinking City like DLC that was like free to download. There was like a costume and like you could get like a skill point for free, and I was like, well, I'll definitely take that skill point, thank you very much. And then there was like a skin for the submachine gun that made it look like an old school Tommy gun or something, and I was like, okay, it was free. I'm like, sure, download it, whatever. I may or may not use it, I don't care, but whatever. I'll take it if it's free. Because eventually I'll get the submachine gun, I figured. But weirdly, because I don't know when you get it, but then weirdly, the next time I played the game, I had a submachine gun in my inventory. So I'm like, is that how you get the submachine gun? Like, that's weird. But okay. I didn't like it. I used it once against some enemies that had killed me, and then when I reloaded my game a couple days later, I now had the submachine gun, and I was like, oh, let me try the submachine gun on them. And it was like, and that took them out. I used up all my bullets, but, you know, whatever. I got past that part of the game, so thanks for the submachine gun. But I didn't play a lot of that because of the movie, and then also because I've been exploring the new Infinity Nikki update, and in the middle of the week, Disney Dreamlight Valley dropped the new Star Path update with Wreck-It Ralph. So thankfully, I was able to finish the previous updates. I like a day or so before, I was like, wait, let me sit down and actually finish the final Hercules friendship quest. So done. Now I can start the new one. Getting Ralph to the valley was perfectly fine. It did not take a whole lot of effort, and then boom, there he is. I haven't started his friendship quest yet because I am lazy. I've done some of the Star Path stuff, but one of the things that they also added in this update, there's some quality of life improvements and stuff, like for decorating and collecting stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But one of the things they did was they were offering this bear cub companion, and it's adorable. But it's part of some kind of partnership with like the Canadian Wildlife Conservatory to, you know, raise money to help protect endangered species like bears and stuff. And I was like, well, it's very cute, but how much is it? Because you don't buy it with moonstones. It comes with moonstones because you pay cash for it. And when I was looking in the store and it was like, oh, it's $3.99, I was like, it's $4, whatever, that's fine. It's for charity. Fine. Because I don't normally like to buy these kinds of like little things for like $3, $4, $5. Like if I'm going to buy DLC with money, it needs to be like a proper like full quest with like a whole story mission and some side quests, and like I want some value for my money. Here it's just a companion and it's cute, but whatever, you know, it's not really worth $4, but it's for charity. I said okay, fine, because also I still have money in my PlayStation account from a gift card that I got for Christmas. So like when I bought that Sherlock Holmes game last week, it just came out of my wallet. So free, basically. It was a gift. So I said, this is Christmas money gift, so free bear companion. And then also, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Nikki because of the new update and, you know, going through the whole new storyline and everything. And I have to give credit to the writers this time. Usually it's just doofy, but, and I sometimes worry that they're using AI to write these stories, but there was a twist that happened that I was like, oh, I did not see that coming. I mean, not that I was paying that much attention to notice if something was coming, but it was like, oh, okay, good for you. And then like almost immediately after that, there was like this big dramatic moment. And I was like, oh no, oh dear, this is terrible, shocking. And I was like, good for you, writers. But then yesterday I was playing it, and I was just doing a little exploring, and then there was like, because the day before I just did a little exploring, and then I stumbled upon the area that you're supposed to go to, and it started a whole cutscene, and I was like, no, I don't have time for this right now. So last night I went and I played, and it started the cutscene again, and it was like a little like platforming boss thing to dismantle this machine and save the Shroom Sarahs and their adorableness. So I did that. It wasn't hard. And then afterwards, they're like, okay, now it's time for the Golden Feast inside the building. But as you approach the building, all of a sudden it's like, boom, to be continued. Sorry, it's not ready yet. So it's coming out, like, I think next week. So that's fine. The only problem with the Nikki updates, though, is with Disney, they're like, oh, it's updating on Wednesday. And I think it actually updates at like 12:01 or something, like overnight. So if I woke up Wednesday morning, I'd be able to play the update. I don't play until after work, so it's perfectly fine. And there's the update. It's all downloaded and it's ready to go. But with Nikki, they're like, oh, here's the new update. It's going to update on this date. And you're like, okay, great. And the PlayStation will download the bulk of the update in the background in advance. But then when you go to play it, you can't play it because the server goes down for like 4 hours in the evening. And I'm like, but that's when I like to play. And I'm not playing it like 11 o'clock at night just to try the new update. I'll play it tomorrow, you know? So that's just, the timing is a little frustrating. If they would go down for 4 hours in the afternoon, that'd be great. Then I could play in the evening. But, oh well. That's enough for me. I'm going to shut up now and let y'all go. And I will see you back here next time, where actually, no, that's a lie. Well, I'll see you next time, but it won't necessarily be next week. Because, oh no, wait, that is a lie. I am a lying liar who lies. Never mind. I will see you next week. It's the following week I'm taking off. So I'll see you then. Bye!